I'm about to head off to the Mexico, Venezuela, Copa America game. I'll do a live from there. But here's what I want to get out. This is very important. Uber is launching Uber Insights, and they will be allocating a CMT score to every driver, and they're testing this in about 5 different markets, I believe. Austin, Texas, Charlotte, Sarasota, Tampa, and then we'll roll it out in all markets. So now at this point you'll say, what the heck is a CMT score? What is my CMT score? Well, they want you to have a CMT score of 75 or higher. Still, what does that mean? It's the Cambridge Mobile Telematics score. Cambridge Mobile Telematics score, CMT score. Every driver gets it, right? And how is it evaluated? Well, remember, we have a beacon. They've given us a beacon. They have access to our navigation. They have access to our driving behavior. So what Cambridge Mobile Telematics does, it analyzes all of your behavior. It analyzes your speeding. It analyzes your braking. It analyzes your harsh braking. It analyzes your sudden speeding, sharp turning, hard braking, and mainly acceleration. And on top of it, how does the individual handle his or her phone? How does the driver handle their phone? Like, what actions do you take on the phone? How often do you press it? And it all goes back to one thing, and you have to be able to read the Uber language. And the Uber language is reading between the lines what messages they are sending here. Their biggest beef with drivers, and this is where we hit a nerve. Let me repeat this. This is where we hit the nerve, right? And that is, we have been cherry picking like champions. To all the cherry pickers, I salute you, because what you are doing is you're saying, you know what? I am lowering my acceptance rate. The real issue is our acceptance rate. Our acceptance rate, according to Uber and Lyft, is way too low. They want us to accept more trips. However, smart drivers out there, I'm not talking about the desperados, I'm talking about the drivers that treat this as a business. They say, for that price, I will not drive. For that price, I will not drive. For that price, I will not accept. For that route, I will not accept. So your acceptance rate is going down, meaning they cannot get the cars fast enough to the riders. The riders are complaining, the wait times have gone up. And that is because we have mastered cherry picking, or at least the smart drivers have. The desperados take everything. They jump in the trash bin, they jump in the dumpster, and they grab everything. But the hardcore business drivers, and I know I'm talking to them because the majority of them here in this channel here, they understand that cherry picking or keeping a low acceptance rate is what it's all about. And do not change your game plan. Stay course. Do not buy into the new psychology. And you're talking to someone who has their master's in business, and I have my master's in psychology, right? I have 2 degrees. And what they're doing here, ladies and gentlemen, is they're trying to figure out new ways to get you to accept more trips. And they've come out with the standard mode and the advantage mode. We have 2 type of distinctions here, 2 type of drivers. There's like average Joe, or there's the one that literally will take everything. And you know what? That's the person with the high CMT score, over 75, that we will reward with 5% extra income and a couple of other little built-in privileges on UberX. Do not buy into that bullshit psychology. Don't buy into the Olympic Games, platinum level, all of this. Once you have, you are part of their algorithm. They will control and do what they want with you. So as I said yesterday, it is better to stay in standard mode, or they want to push you into advantage mode by saying, hey, you know what, your CMT score is too low. And again, the CMT score is evaluated by speeding, braking, hard braking, accelerating, sharp turning, and phone handling. They assign a score, right? And how does that score, that CMT score, relate to the advantage mode? Well, again, if you have 75 or higher, right, which they want you to abide by their new laws, rules, right? If you have a CMT score of over 75, then you can take advantage of the advantage mode as of mid-July. How do you get to that CMT score? Well, that's going to be rolled out mid-July in select markets. You'll basically be selecting the safety hub. Then you'll click on a little blue shield on the home screen of the driver app, and that'll take you to this driving score. And this CMT score, the Cambridge Mobile Telematics score, is based on the last 50 trips. And if you are not able to keep that above 75, you are not able to take care of advantage mode. So their little teams huddle. This is how it works at Uber. And they concoct ways. How can we get these drivers? And they're racking their brains. They've tried out pilot after pilot after pilot. How do we get drivers to accept more trips? Because the acceptance rate is low. This is where we've hit the nerve. So we know we are winning on this acceptance rate. Drivers are winning. And because we hit that nerve, because they're figuring that there's already the third or fourth thing that they're trying to figure out how to bring more people to get the acceptance rate up, and they're going to fail again because drivers are not stupid. Why are you going to suddenly pay attention to a CMT score, right? You're going to do your same driving, right? You're going to be driving the same speed or making the same type of turns, the same type of acceleration, the same type of phone handling. This is all the things that this Cambridge telematics is analyzing. And if they say, hey, bad boy, bad girl, and they like to use this word behavior, right? They say, if your score is low, below 75, sorry, you remain standard mode. Don't stress out. Standard mode is fine, because standard mode, what's the difference between standard advantage? You're making 5% more money, and you have to abide by all these rules and accept all their garbage and take all their garbage trips and go to areas you don't want to. I would sacrifice that 5% all day long, remain in standard mode, and cherry pick like an MF, like a mother F, right? F-U-C-K-E-R. You cherry pick like an M-F-U-C-K-E-R, right? You don't stop your ways. You keep that acceptance rate low. And we know why, we know how we've gotten to them, because they've been stressing out over this acceptance mode. They've tried various pilot projects to get our acceptance rate up. But the smart drivers, the educated drivers, the drivers that look at numbers, the drivers that crunch the numbers, the drivers that treat us as a business, they don't fall for the stupid little pilot projects that they're running, and they're not going to fall for this bullshit CMT, this Cambridge Mobile Telematics, the new way to score you, the driver. You dare have under 75, because then you're failing the CMT test. Here, Dara Khosrowshahi, shove the C, shove the M, shove the T sideways up your ass, right? We don't need that. We carry on cherry picking, and we make sure that that acceptance rate is low, right? Because there's only one thing that matters here: the money, the dollars, the dineros, the euros, the British pound sterling that you are paying us. It's the color of money that talks, not all your bullshit manipulative technology trying to control us with the CMT, excuse me, sir, Cambridge Mobile Telematics. Don't fall for it. Stay standard mode. Do what you do best. You select, you know your worth. I will drive for that. I will not drive for that. I will not drive over into this neighborhood. I will only work within these zip codes, and that's it. Why? Why? Because you are an independent contractor. And all the bullshit threats and all the bullshit wording, your behavior, your CMT is low, your driving behavior is atrocious. Fuck all of that, right? We're independent contractors. We do what we know how to do, and we don't respond to the bullshit and buy into all the algorithmic manipulation. No, we decide what we will cherry pick, and cherry pick. And all the crap, everything else, all the trash, all the trip radar, all the other bullshit aside. If you cannot, even in food delivery, if you cannot add a tip, no trip, right? And the same thing here. Don't play games with us, or try and put us in we like two different types of class driver humans. Oh, there's the standard drivers, and they don't cut the grade, they don't have enough of a CMT score. Fuck you, Darakos Shashawi. You can take your advantage mode and shove it up your ring hole, up your crack hole, up your butthole, you're a good or a bad driver just because you have some fancy schwancy Boston Cambridge mobile telematics score now on us, right? And will determine whether we're a good or a bad driver. We follow the money, right? And by the way, okay, this is not normal. I'm actually going to go and buy another engine, right? But at the end of the day, my friends, this is what we follow, right? This is what we follow. This is the only shit that matters, right? These things, these 100s, this is all that matters. I shouldn't be carrying this type of money around with me. This is 5 G's for a damn another engine I have to put into one of the cars, right? But that's all that matters. The only shit that matters is the color of the money, right? So we're gonna drive for these bullshit little onesies and twosies. We don't operate like that. So, on $1, we're gonna give you 5% more. Holy shit, I'm gonna make $1.05 now because I'm working my ass off to get into advantage mode? Fuck that. Fuck that. You got to come out with the 100s and a lot of them. This shit doesn't add up. And the only freaking desperate drivers that chase these onesies and twosies or deliveries without a tip, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to end up with a trash car, high mileage, lot of costs. You haven't even paid off your car, right? You haven't even paid off your car. You have 3 years in. Your car's run up all the miles, all the expense, you've still 2 years of payments and your car is done. Why? Because you've been accepting this bullshit. You've been accepting $1 little trips, $2 little dollar trips, $3 little dollar trips, $4 little dollar trips, and you are spinning like a hamster, trying to maintain your CMT, your Cambridge mobile telematics score, trying to keep it over 75 so you can get into the advantage mode. You don't want to be a standard driver. You want to be an advantage driver. Why? Because you're chasing 5%. And I want to tell all those desperados that chase this, 5% of $1 is $1.05. That ain't money. So if you are chasing $1.05 or $2.10 or $3.15 or $4.20, by all means, do it all day long. But if you want to make real money, if you want to play with the big fish, if you want to swim with the whales, if you want to swim with the orcas, if you want to swim with the great whites, stop buying into the fucking bullshit Uber psychology, ladies and gentlemen. Too many drivers are being sucked in by the bullshit. Never, ever let a company tell you, oh, you're a standard driver, and that guy over there, he's an advantage driver, and that little girl over there sitting in the corner, she's a standard girl, and that little girl over there, she's an advantage girl, and we're going to pay her for 5% more, and we're going to pay him 5% more. bullshit. Bullshit. Doesn't add up. You are not making money. You're not making dineros, you're not making euros, you're not making dollars, and you are not making British pounds sterling. So let me recap this whole new crap here. Are they going to assign the CMT score to you, and they're testing it out in markets, right? And they want you to have a CMT score of 75 or higher, otherwise you cannot be an advantage driver. How do they get to the CMT score? For those people coming into the video right now, they are looking at a whole bunch of different metrics, right? This Cambridge Mobile Telematics Score, CMT. And by the way, if you can find them on Twitter, send them this video. Say, go F yourself with your CMT score, right? Who are you to say we're an advantaged or standard driver? Who are you to evaluate my speeding, my braking, my accelerating, my sharp turning, and my phone handling, right? So this company apparently is looking at the behavior, and in the wording it even says you better change your behavior here, you better change your speeding ways, or you better change your this. My friends, there's one thing that counts. You're an independent contractor, it's your own car, it's your own rules, and numero cuatro, and only thing that counts is the color of money. And I'm not talking about this color here, you know, little onesies. No, I am talking about this here, right? The $100 bills. That's all that counts. And if you buy into the bullshit psychology of Uber and Lyft, if you buy into the advantage mode, if you buy into this new CMT score, once again, they got you by the balls, they got you by the ovaries, and they will control the show. What do I mean by control the show? They will control the algorithm. And you are thinking, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, I am making 5% more. And again, I've shown you, because the desperados that are chasing $1, $2, or $3 or $4, again, that's $1.05. That's $2.10 you're chasing. That's $3.15 you're chasing. And that's $4.20. That is not money. That is not money, but that is precisely what they want you to do. They want you to accept more trips, less paying trips, a higher volume of less paying trips. And if you add that all up, that is not money. That'll never, ever match your worth, right? You are worth money. Again, and I teach this to so many, I teach this to the 58 drivers that lease vehicles from me. Know your worth. What is your worth? I ask them all the time, what is the minimum bar you willing to accept? Anything below that, my friend, right? And I've got guys and girls that rent cars from me. Not decline it, you don't accept it. So what? You're an independent contractor, you can have a low acceptance rate. Why? Because you're cherry picking like a champion. You're cherry picking like a MFUCKER, like a mother FF beep 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 beep, right? You know, and you're a champion cherry picker, and you know how to choose what pays. You know, Trip Radar doesn't pay. Onesies and twosies don't pay. Driving into a dangerous neighborhood doesn't pay. You'll pay with your life. You'll get a dagger in the back of your fucking neck, or you'll get a 9mm bullet through your skull. That doesn't pay the bills, my friends. In fact, that increases the hospital bills if you still remain alive, right? There's drivers in a coma right now, being kept alive on machines because Uber lures them into areas that they shouldn't go into. You are, let me remind you, I'm going to honk the horn. I honked the horn, right? I'm going to remind you, you are an independent contractor making your own independent decisions. And the sooner you stop buying into all the Uber and Lyft psychology, all the bullshit, A, you'll be safer, and B, you'll be making more money. It's proven. And no matter like what little threatening messages, the reason why I'm freaking raging right now, the reason why I'm going 190 miles an hour right now in this brain, in this noggin, is because I'm on my second coffee, right? But I read through driver insights that they're launching, and they're launching by the way, they are launching driver insights at the same time they are launching the driver standard mode and advantage mode simultaneously, because it's your CMT score, it's your Cambridge mobile telematics score, based on speeding, based on braking, based on hard braking, based on acceleration, based on sharp turning, based on phone handling, that determines whether you are an advantage driver. We shouldn't be put into two classes. I would say this is reason for a class action. Oh, you have different standards for drivers out there. The one that are not following your standards, right? You're punishing them. You keep them in that standard mode. But I want to assure every driver, you are better off in the standard mode. Why? Because you'll be safer and you will be doing more cherry picking, right? You'll be keeping your acceptance rate low, and you will have less miles on your car, and you will only cherry pick the trips that pay. Everything else is a joke. Choose and say, oh, how can I trust you if you say, oh, it's that advantage mode for 2 weeks, right? And get you a Uber game, let them feed you all those onesies and twosies, right? And then we can have a conversation if I was right or wrong. I maintain, don't buy into the standard advantage mode. Keep on doing what you are doing if it's working for you. Don't get lured into this whole bullshit CMT. Looks pretty, looks exciting. All they're doing there is they are gathering metrics. And how are they gathering the metrics? They're gathering the metrics through your smartphone. They're gathering the metrics through the navigation system. They're gathering the metrics through those beacons, right? Those light beacons. It's already been proven. I mean, they have sensors in there. They can see if the car's turning sharp, left or right. It triggers the sensor, communicates with their headquarters. It saves all the data. We've taken this light beacon apart. That light beacon is evil. Go and rather get yourself a sticker or a lit up little LED light, right? What do they look like? They're trying to ban these things. Let me show you what they look like. You know what they look like. Here, this is what they're trying to ban. They do not want you to have these, but these are the ones you should have, because there's no fucking sensors or any other bullshit in there tracking your ass. This is what you need to have, these little LED things. I once upon a time, I handed out hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these. I had these 5 FedEx trucks that I converted into sign-up offices, Uber, and I was handing out hundreds of these for free. I even gave Mike, your driver, Mike, a free one. Dave, the Uber driver, the entrepreneur, they all got these lights from me for free, right? I had thousands of these things. I would hand them out to drivers up and down the coast. Now they're trying to ban them. Why are they banning them? Because they want to bring in their own little beacon. Why are they bringing in the beacon? Because it has technology in there to track your fucking ass. That's what it is. Let's just say it as it is. Those beacons track your behavior. The navigation tracks your behavior. Can see are they accelerating, right? If you're in a 60-mile zone, and they can see whether you're doing 75. Oh, suddenly your CMT score goes down. Oh my God, he's doing some harsh braking. His CMT score is down. He's doing some sharp turning. She is doing some fast accelerating, right? They're handling the phone too often. They're interfacing with the phone too much. Phone handling, your CMT goes down. They want that perfect little driver that abides by their behavior. They love, you will see in the psychology that they're using, they use the word behavior, your behavior. We ain't little school children, Tony West. We ain't little school children, Dara Koshashawi. How do we get that into your little thin skulls that we ain't school children, right? So stop using the word behavior. And don't get triggered by the word behavior, because it's just their bullshit psychology. So, long story short, quick little recap. Mid of July, right through to September, new pilot projects by Uber, standard mode, advantage mode. How do you get to advantage mode to make a whooping 5% more? They are introducing the Cambridge Mobile Telematics, your CMT score, right? Which is based on speeding, braking, hard braking, accelerating, sharp turning, and phone handling. If your score is under 75, based on the last 50 trips, you remain in standard mode, right? If your score is above 75, you get to play in their little playground called advantage mode, putting drivers into two different classes. Only advantage in advantage mode, which is not an advantage, right? It's more like being taken advantage of, is that you're supposed to make 5% more. You will make more than 5% if you stick to your normal ways, your normal driving, and stay on track. Cherry picking. By the way, I mean, this is sad. I've 36 likes here, right? Taking my time out to make a video, research this, discuss this with my team. Hit that frickin' like button. If there's anything that pisses me off, is you go out there, you put in the hours, you put in the time, trying to help drivers. This is all I ask for. I'm not asking for money. I'm asking for this, because the more of these, the higher it climbs in the algorithms, the more people we get to reach, the more people we can educate, the more people we can warn them of not buying into the Uber psychology, warn them of not being hooked in like a fish. Got you now, you followed the advice. Oh, a little hamster, I got you now. So they want you to be a goldfish. They want to hook you. They want you to be a little hamster spinning in their wheel, playing according to their rules, their behavior, right? They like to play the teacher, little student games with you. No, nada, niet, nichts. Don't buy into that bullshit. Hit the like button, right? Hit the like button. And how do you find this stupid CMT score? Well, you tap the little safety hub. There's a little blue shield on the home screen of the driver app. And if you are in one of those specific markets as of mid of July, which is coming up shortly, then hey, you part of our little experiment, right? And that is, are you a standard driver or are you an advantage driver? Keep your acceptance rate low. Learn how to really cherry pick only trips that pay and only trips that keep you safe. If they are not willing to share a destination with you, sorry, that basically means we're going to send you something where we don't think it's quite safe, but we want you there. We want you to drive over there, but we're withholding the address, right? No, I don't accept. So what? My acceptance rate at that moment just went a little lower. It doesn't matter to have a low acceptance rate. And they can bitch, they can moan, they can scream, they can bark as much as they want and send as many threatening. If you take this before any court and say, hey, they're threatening me over my acceptance rate, but hang on, Your Honor, I'm an independent contractor. I make independent decisions. I decide whether I want to drive for that. In fact, I should be able to set my own rates. I decide if I want to go to that destination, not them. You ultimately, as the independent contractor, make the final decision. Period. All right, so more caffeine here, baby. Get rid of that beacon. That beacon is feeding right into this Cambridge Mobile Telematics score. Get rid of that Uber light beacon. Get yourself one of those just regular, that's what they look like, just a regular little Uber neon light, right? You don't need all the justices in the house. He says he's a champion of cherry picking. I love it. Two Minds is in the house. C. Smith is in the house. Stork Deliveries is in the house. Tiger Megan's in the house. Megan's in the house. She says it's so easy to score clients with the platform's degraded services now. Quality customers want people who are reliable. Yeah, turn all of those people into your private clients, Megan. Turn them all into your, yeah, Marco says standard mode. That's it. I don't want to buy into the psychology of Uber and think, oh, suddenly I'm advantaged. I'm more advantaged than that one. No, I'm going to stay standard mode. It's not even standard mode. It's your normal mode. It's your normal intelligent mode, which tells you two things. Keep that acceptance rate low and cherry pick like a mother, F-U-C-K-E-R. That's it. If you do that, you'll be fine all day long. You'll be earning way more than that bullshit 5% that they're dangling, right? They're dangling this little carrot, right? Yeah, dangle this little carrot here, man. Here we 5%. You want to become an advantage driver? We'll give you a little fucking carrot. Fuck off. We don't want carrots. We only want cherries. So don't fall for the little dangling carrots. Go out and buy yourself fresh, succulent cherries all day long. Cherry, 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 carrot. No, no carrot. No dangling carrot. No, only cherry. No carrot, only cherry. You get it, right? What up, Lorenzo Davis in the house? Meet and greet. We need another meet and greet. So, hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Alan Foster's in the house. You're all worth mega money. That's it. And man, have I figured out how to make money in this game. From day one, is money. I mean, that's what YouTubers, or this is what these gig channels should be all about, right? Teach good to make manipulation. If you can detach from that, if you can unplug from that, you're already making money. You're not playing their little casino game where the house always wins. They want you to come into the little Uber casino. They want you to take the Lyft medication and the Uber drugs and the Lyft drugs. They want to get you hooked on those drugs. They want you to have a full-time membership to their casino where they always win. And the answer to that, my friends, is unplug and a sweet N for Nancy and O for orange. N-O. No, I will not play your game. No, I'm not going to the Uber casino. No, I will not swallow Lyft pharmaceutical drugs. N-O. I play my own game. I am my own boss. I set my own rules. This is my own car. I'm an independent contractor. I'm a cherry. This is who I am. Amen. And otherwise, piss off. Simple. Hit the like button. 60 in the house, baby. A white Audi SUV with black sunroof. Top is a stolen vehicle under the 405 in Imperial Bridge. Good to know. Good to know. I could contact one of my LAPD friends and go over there and check it out. Philip Merriweather says, hi, Prof and fellow drivers, be safe and make money. I love it. Much love to you, Philip. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you all being here. Share the video, get it out on Twitter. And then if you can find on Twitter, or they call it X, I think Elon Musk calls it X, go and look up Cambridge Mobile Telematics, CMT. Attach this video and say, hey, we're not playing your little CMT bullshit game. What insights? We have all the insights about your phone. We know if you are speeding. We know if you are doing sharp turns. And based on your little behavior, little rideshare school children, we are going to give you a CMT score. Watch. Coming live to a theater near you. Hit the like button. And again, say no to carrots. Say no to the little carrots that they're dangling. And say yes, carrots. Yes to the cherries. Vic is at the 1 cent out of my pocket, and afterwards say, hey, rider, I forgot something in my car. You forgot a cent in my car. And kindly hand it back to them, right? Advantage mode. How do you get to advantage mode? Well, as we found out today, and you will be assigned a new CMT score. Another little game, another little gadget, another little bait and switch, another little algorithmic abuser designed by yours truly, Dara Khosrowshahi, and his genius engineering team that where 90% of them come from overseas and working for peanuts, right? They come over here, they get a visa, they get their little job visa, and they sit there and they grind away, they program and they follow the executive orders to F over the drivers. No carrots, only cherry picking. Food deliveries only, no tip, no trip. You got to know the little basics, the little ABC about rideshare and food delivery. If you can learn the little ABC, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It doesn't even go beyond E. All you have to learn with Uber Eats and Uber and Lyft and DoorDash is the little A, B, C, D, E. That's all you have to learn. And it's a very simple formula. No carrots, no C, A, B, C, no carrots. Only take cherries, also C, right? A, B, C, cherries, carrots, no carrots, only cherries. It's not difficult. It's not difficult, my friends. So, private client, and then I'm going to Mexico against Venezuela at the SoFi. 6 of us are going, taking my kids, my wife, and we are going to go and support Mexico. Get my gear, and we are gonna party. We are gonna party at the SoFi, watching Mexico beat Venezuela, hopefully. Yeah, the tip baiting, I mean, there's not much you can do on the tip baiting, right? That's the bullshit part, that they actually allow tip baiting, or where the client takes the tip back. Oh, here, it's even with food delivery, it's here. Come over here, deliver my food. I have a little carrot for you. And guess what? You deliver and the little carrot is taken away. It's bullshit. And who creates this bullshit? Who creates that complete con? Because Uber Eats and DoorDash know, right? If they didn't have that factored in there, drivers wouldn't deliver, right? If they can see that the person ordering the food is not including the tip, your food stays at McDonald's in a fridge. We're not picking it up, right? But if they can have this little tip baiting part built in where the driver thinks, oh my God, I am going to get a carrot at the end of the trip. And they programmed it in so that the person ordering the food can take the carrot away. It's the only way they are going to continue deliveries, is by conning the driver, the food delivery driver. This is why I would never in my life, and I've done a few Uber Eats, and I've done a few DoorDash, and I've done a few Grubhub, and I've done a few Postmates just to get the referral codes, because you'll make 10 times more money on the referral codes than going and delivering food. I say no to food. It's the biggest con game. That whole bullshit tip baiting, right? The tip baiting thing, the carrot game that they play with food delivery, not with me. Sorry. And the more drivers that understand, hey, take your Uber riders, take your Lyft riders, convert them into private drivers. I show you below at Gig Rocket, take the private chauffeur course. The sooner you start converting your Uber and Lyft riders into your own private clients, you are making 60 to 70% more money every single week. Why do I say that? Because that huge chunk of money, 60 to 70% or 50% sometimes, if you're lucky, Uber and Lyft takes out of your account. Hell no. So all day long, convert Uber and Lyft clients, right, into your own clients. Please start doing it. Sharing is caring. Get the video out. Please share in the Facebook groups. Drop this link in there. Drop this link in Twitter, wherever you can. Let's get as many people educated so that they know, okay, when when the standard and advantage mode comes their way, or when the CMT driver score comes that way, they've watched the video and they are prepared. Stick to the cherries, my friends. Stick to what pays. And as I said in the video, right, if you're doing hundreds of these little things, it doesn't add up to money. Onesies, twosies, and threesies. You will not be making money. And as I showed you early on in the calculation, you get a whopping 5% more if you're in advantage mode. What is 5% on a dollar? It's $1.05. Seriously, are you going to get a boner? Are you going to get a stiffy over $1.05? I don't think so, right? The only language I understand, I don't work for anything these days below $100. I will not switch my engine on under $100. I'm sorry. Whether it's a scheduled trip or a private client, hell no, I'm not turning my keys on under $100. Ain't happening. You got to know your worth. I tell you one thing that is discovered at a very, very young age is how to figure out my worth. And how did I figure out my worth at the age of 12, 13? Well, I was delivering newspapers. And when the company incentivized me and I got excited over the bonus and I'm talking about real bonuses and real incentives for a little 13-year-old boy, then I'm like, okay, you showing me what I'm worth, I will fulfill your targets. I will work for you under those conditions. So I was a little independent contractor at the age of 12 or 13 delivering newspapers. Telling you what, making more money than a lot of these drivers driving around in a car, burning up gasoline and burning out their transmissions. As a little 13-year-old on my little motorbike or on my bicycle delivering newspapers before school and after school, being incentivized, reaching their goals, right? Because if you reach a certain amount of goals, you could have a newspaper depot, which means they would deliver like 2,000 newspapers to your house, and the other drivers would collect the newspapers from your house, and you got paid a few cents on every single newspaper. You quickly found out as a little 13-year-old or a 12-year-old what was my worth. So that was an amazing lesson learned in life at a very, very, very young age. Oh, I am figuring out my worth. I will not work for that. I will work for that because they're incentivizing me over here. Yeah, and you figure out the shit, right? So Tiger Meg says the people who don't want to pay will do you a favor by going away. Sift through the calls and get to find the customers who appreciate you. Amen. Amen. The people that appreciate you. The company doesn't appreciate you. Daryl Khosrowshahi doesn't appreciate you. Uber doesn't appreciate you. Tony Zhu doesn't appreciate you. Find the people that appreciate and pay you your worth. Find the people that appreciate you and pay you your worth. Everything else, my friends, is a pipe dream, is a con game, is a little fucking carrot, if I can call it that, right? Don't play this little carrot game. They love dangling carrots. Here, take this little carrot. So that's it. How long is this? How long is the video? 46 minutes. I was going to cut it off at 35. Actually went 10 minutes longer. Sharing is caring. Smack that. We're on 69. Beautiful number. Smack that like button on the way out. Let's get it up to 70, 75, please. Anybody that hasn't smacked the like button, it just helps with the algorithms. Have a safe trip. Thank you. I'm going to enjoy the game. Mexico against Venezuela at the Copa America. Money is the con game. Sinful. Yeah, money can con you if they're underpaying you, but if they're paying you your worth, it's not a con, right? If somebody's paying you your worth for a specific job, for a specific action, I don't see that as a con. I see bait and switch. I will bait you, we'll pay you this with this little carrot, and then we'll switch you to something quite else. We'll pay you onesies and twosies. Yeah, that to me is a con game. Okay, we're on 71. Thank you. 2 people just smacked the like button. Please, ladies and gentlemen, set the bar higher. Who on earth these days is driving for twosies and threesies, right? This is the bar that they've set right now. I haven't seen dollar trips, but I've seen $2 trips. I've seen $2 food deliveries. This is the lowest bar that they've set, $2. I haven't seen anything under $2. So they probably know the threshold, the minimum. But there are people chasing this. There are actually people out there chasing 2 of these $1. You can't even wipe your ass with 2 $1 notes. You can't even buy toilet paper from $2. Why on earth, my friends, are you chasing this, right? You should be chasing 100 times this amount. Please start raising the bar. And if you don't like what's going on, get out of the game. Get out. Sell your car. Get out. Do something else, right? Or stand up. Stand up and protest. Stand up and fight like the New Yorkers. July the 17th. The people are standing up in New York. Big strike on July the 17th at the Uber headquarters because Uber's trying to punish them with the lockouts. Lyft and Uber trying to punish the New York driver with lockouts. So we're going to lock you out so you can't make money. People are reporting that they're losing up to 50% of the lockouts. Stand up and rise up against the machine. San Jose just got into the newspapers yesterday. People in San Jose stood up against wrongful deactivations yesterday. So if you want to make a market, if you want to take a stand, you go out there, you join a protest, you organize a protest. But for Christ's sakes, please, sorry, I'm being blasphemous here. Please do not join the onesie and twosie game. Do not join Long Island. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Go join in on July the 17th. Go and join and help support your brothers and sisters at the Uber headquarters and protest. Put the signs up, connect with the media, go in front of microphones, tell them this is bullshit. This is punishment. I think they can punish us. It has to be the majority of drivers, yeah. Valentine's Day worked because it was a lot of drivers worldwide, a lot of numbers, a lot of people switched off on Valentine's Day. We need every protest, every strike should be like the one we organized on Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day, we got into over 55 newspapers in Canada, in England, in America, right? Valentine's Day was the biggest, by far, the biggest protest ever organized the gig industry. Every protest should be like that. Then they're losing money. Then they will listen. When they lose money, right? And look, let's look at Minnesota. They were striking. They were protesting, striking, protesting. Finally, 2-3 years later, finally some light at the end of the tunnel. We're on 76. Are we able to get it up to 80? Strike, says George. Strike, 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 strike. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I want to get to 80. If I can get up to 80, I will start my day. We're on 77. Gracias. Merci. Thank you. Dankeschön. Hit that like button. We're on 79. Thank you. Almost there. Almost at 80. 80. 80. Please. Por favor. 81. Yeah. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Hey, anyone want to make a prediction on the Mexico-Venezuela game? Score-wise? Copa America? Oh, and right now there's Euros are on right now. I'm a big soccer fan. So I wish you all a blessed day. Please, ladies and gentlemen, be safe. Please be safe. Be alert. I was asked by some drivers, hey, can we make like a full-on safety video? Can we talk of ways how we as drivers and food delivery drivers can keep us safe? The companies are not keeping us safe. I think that has a lot of value. So if you want to leave in the comments below ways and means to keep drivers safe, let me incorporate your talking points, your suggestions, your ideas into a big safety video, right? Where drivers are looking out for drivers when it comes to security and safety. I don't want to see these carjackings. I don't want to see these murders. I don't want to see these stabbings. I don't want to see people getting shot. It's painful every single day. Like families are getting ruined. Kids are losing their fathers, their mothers, just because these companies are failing us. Oh, there's a Cybertruck. Anybody want to see the Cybertruck? Let's see, the ugly Cybertruck. I love it. I love the Cybertruck. 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 Okay, the one, I get my Cybertruck on January the 16th, 2025. And the first thing I'm going to do is put the PPF. I'm going to wrap it. I'm a certified rapper, not a musician. I'm a certified vinyl rapper. And what I will do is turn that sucker right there. Some people say it's junk. Some people love it. I'll turn that into nice glossy black, high gloss black. Now there's 3 motors. Cyber Beast mode. And then there's the one that gets about 345, I think the tri-motor with a 350 mile range, and then there's the basic one. I don't know. I can't see just by looking at that picture which one that is. It's green light now, so hopefully he's not going to drive over some pedestrians there. Look, nice little side view there. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? There it goes. What do you think? A sucker born every minute. Sucker born every minute. Sucker. A sucker for a Cybertruck. 100%. I would not buy a car like that in the first 2 years of production. Now there's a recall on all the windscreen. Those Mazda has the biggest windscreen of all cars in the industry, of all trucks in the industry, but the Cybertruck's windscreen wiper is failing. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. Sounds like Uber and Lyft, right? So they have to recall 11,500 Cybertrucks need to get new windscreen wiper motors. So I never buy a car in the first year, never buy a car in the second year. Third year, hopefully they've ironed out the issues. It's the same with hybrid technology. First Priuses, the first Toyota hybrids, not great. Today, these cars get 400,000 miles. Please stay safe, everyone. God bless you all. Stay out of the heat. If you want to get like a heat wave, like a heat stroke or anything like that, we got like 90s today in LA. It's a little bit too caliente. And I'm looking forward to a very, very hot game later. Mexico against Venezuela. I say score 2-1. 2 for Mexico, 1 for Venezuela. What do you say? What do you say? So please be safe out there. Be alert. Here's a guy. I can see this. Here's a guy with a. He just drove past. There's another. You see here. You see those numbers down the bottom. TCP. Transport Charter Permit number 36807B. Right, so that's a money maker there, but it's, these are big groups. You don't get bookings on these every single day. This is the biggest money maker right there. That is probably one of the best. That car there, my friends, as a diesel, the Suburban as a diesel is one of the best money makers. And I'm talking Uber, Lyft, and private trip. With these cars over these Sprinters, and one of those, they're beautiful cars, but I don't know, for you have to get big groups together to book those. Those cars, you'll not be driving every day on that. But this thing over there, that Suburban, you will be driving every single day. And if you have a diesel gallon on that sucker, I don't know if that's a diesel though. I really don't know. So be safe. Moral of the story, be safe. Without the safety, no money. Let's recap. Please do not chase the onesies and twosies. Let's get over this. This is not where the money is, right? The money is not being an advantage driver. Stay a standard driver. Cherry pick all day long. Don't buy into the bullshit Uber psychology. Don't buy into the algorithmic abuse, algorithmic games, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Jake is in the house. Upgrading the Kia Sorento to a hybrid EX. Nice. You can't go wrong with the hybrids. Those Kias are good. Honda Odysseys are good. Toyota Siennas are good. Sorrento's a good car. Kia Carnival. I mean, you can get a lot of people in the Kia Carnival. Gasolina, muchas gasolina. So thank you to the people in San Jose that were striking and protesting. Thank you to people in New York that are standing up against the bullshit lockouts. Thank you to the drivers in San Jose who are standing up against wrongful deactivations. Keep going. Phoenix, Arizona. How hot is Phoenix, Arizona today? Please let me know. Jake Rehol. Please let me know how hot Phoenix, Arizona. I'm going to guess 105. Yeah, the desperate driver slaves, just call them desperados. Desperados. What do we have in? It looks like this. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody thumbs up, thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. Be safe, my friends. Have fun. Make money. And don't drive for onesies and twosies. Take care, everyone. God bless you all. Please take care of yourself all the time. 104. I made a guess 105. He says 100. Surprise, surprise. Arizona. 104. That's brutal. Laterals in the house. Thumbs up, baby. Devo Meister's in the house. Jayful's in the house. Thank you, everyone. Gracias. And I'll be reporting live from the SoFi later on. Mexican flags are going to be flying, and you're going to be hearing the riot share professor chanting for Mexico, Mexico, Mexico. Right? All in for Mexico today. I'm shouting and routing against Venezuela. So if you're Venezuela, sorry, but Mexico is my choice. That's who. My number one team is Germany, Alemania. And then today I am shouting, I'm supporting Mexico. 115 brutal on Friday in Surprise, Arizona, Woo! 115 brutal. People dropping like flies. Be safe out there. Keep the AC going. Get your Freon. Reload the air conditioners. Make sure you don't run out of Freon. Take care. It's going to be a brutal summer, cruel summer. It's a cruel summer. Bananarama. Take care, everyone. Update on Prop 22. We'll talk about that. It's right in the mix. The courts are right involved on it right now. We'll talk about that one. 94. Let's get it up to 100. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe. Stay safe. Stay safe. Bye-bye.